and flew me from Atlanta to Oklahoma overnight, where they have their own. The prison system has their own airport there with a whole bunch of prisoners, men and women. Put me in a room for about 14 hours with a whole bunch of women, and there was one toilet in the middle of the room. So you're in a room with like 50 women, and everybody has to use the toilet in the middle of the room. Everybody can see you. So, I tried to hold it as long as I could, and I just put my head up and got some tissue and just went and peed because I had to, because I couldn't hold it anymore. That's the kind of degrading things that they do to people.
Yeah.
And I stayed there
It
overnight.
dehumanizes them.
Dehumanizing. It
Yeah.
dehumanized. I stayed there overnight. Actually, even before that, when I was at the GEO prison, when they took me there after me being in the Atlanta City jail for 3 months, they took me to this other prison for a month, and then they put me on Con Air. But when I left to go to Con Air, everybody but me had their clothes. I wore a business suit in there and some heels. I was the only one that had on a jumpsuit because they wouldn't let me. They didn't want me to have my clothes. So I got on that Con Air, chained by the hands and feet in an airplane. Can you imagine being in an airplane and you're chained up? And the first 14 or so rows were women, and then they had maybe about two or three empty rows, and then a whole bunch of men. They had men with cages on their heads because they were so violent on the same plane with us. Anyway, it's a long
So
story.
you're in the same place as violent criminals and you've had just misdemeanor charges. This is crazy.